let's start discussing questions related to three parallel lines. So far we discussed about the two parallel lines. This is the question about the three parallel lines and how to solve the sums related to that. Let's start. In the given figure, AB parallel CD. So it's given AB parallel CD, first condition, and CD parallel EF, right? See, these two lines are parallel and these two lines are parallel. So can we say that AB parallel EF, right? We can say that as well. So this is the idea behind the three parallel lines. And EA perpendicular AB. So this angle will be 90 degree, right? Perpendicular it is given. If BEF is equal to 55 degree, BEF, this angle is 55 degree, find the value of X, Y and Z. So Z is here. We need to find the value of X, Y and Z, unknown values. So first of all, I think the easiest thing for us to do, we can get quickly answer is of Z. The reason behind that, if this is 90 degree, this will be what? 90 degree as well, right? Because we know AB parallel CD and CD parallel EF. So let's write it that AB parallel CD and CD parallel is what? EF. So we can write AB is parallel to EF, right? AB is parallel to EF. If this is 90 degree, this will be also what? 90 degree only. Or how can I say that? Think of it. This is the IASS. Forget this middle line for a while. These two lines only. If this is 90 degree and this, both angles if we add up, we are going to get what? 180 degree, right? So let's start with IASS, interior angles on same side, right? So let's add this 90 degree plus these two angles, Z plus 55. So Z plus 55 degree is equal to 180 degree. Let's shift both of them that side. So Z is equal to 180 degree minus 90 degree minus 55 degree. So here we are going to get 90 degree, very simple, and minus 55. So that's why I was talking about to get the value of Z is very simple. So 10 minus 5 is 5 and 8 minus 5 is 3. So Z is 35. So this is the value of Z. Now let's find the value of other unknowns. Let's start with Y. How can we get the value of Y? See, if we can get value of Y, we can get the value of X as well, because they both are what? They are making FC properly. This is the F over here, right? They are making F, means corresponding angle. So we need to get the value of Y, then we can get the value of X as well. So simple. How can we do that? That's the question, value of Y. Now see over here that this is the transversal. In our case, if we talk about this and if we can extend it, then this will be the transversal. And we know that these two lines are parallel, right? Now these two angles are between the parallel line. These two angles are between the parallel line. And if they are between the parallel lines, then what we can say, IASS, interior angles on the same side. So we are going to use the concept of IASS. Let's write interior angles on same side. We can write Y plus 55 is equal to 180 degree. So let's write Y is equal to 180 degree minus 55. So we need to subtract. 10 minus 5 is 5. 7 minus 5 is 2. So here 1 as it is. So Y is equal to 125. That's the value of Y. That is 125. So what will be the value of x as well? 125. But we need to mention that as well with the proper reason. So let's write corresponding angles. Corresponding angles. So here what we can write, x is equal to y directly, right? That will work out. X is equal to y is equal to 125 degree. So this is the value of x and y, and z we already have it, that is 35. So how to find this? Remember, this is the case with three parallel lines. This kind of questions are possible, right? So these two lines are parallel and these two lines are parallel. So we can say this and this line is also parallel. Now this is 90 degree and this z and 55 can also form 90 degree, right? We just proved it here, right? So the reason behind that, because they are IASS, interior angle, on the same line, on the same side. So we get the value of z. Afterwards, we focus on only these two lines and this as the transversal. Remember, this two line and this as the transversal. So we come to know that these two angles between the lines, right? Angles between the lines means IASS. So again apply the same property. Y plus 55 is equal to 180, get the value of y. Now y and x are corresponding, so we get value of x as well, 125. So this is how we find the missing angle with the three parallel lines. Let's discuss one more question related to parallel lines and three parallel lines. In the given figure, AB parallel CD, right? Find x. So you must be thinking, how can we say that this is the case of three parallel lines over here? Let's focus on the question. We need to get the value of x. This angle we have 135 degree, 125 degree here as well. But we don't have the value of x. How to find it? Now see, you cannot directly use the concepts of the parallel line over here, right? We cannot use directly over here because for that you need the parallel line. You can use concept for this too, but you need to have the common transversal. We don't have common transversal between these two lines as well, right? So how to approach it? Here, we have over here two parallel lines. Will convert into the equation of three parallel lines by drawing a line from this point E. So let's do over here, right? Now see, when we have the third parallel line which is parallel to these two lines, remember it is compulsorily parallel to these two lines, right? Let's name it as xy. So let's write over here that we have AB parallel CD. Let's write let xy parallel AB and xy parallel CD as well. Done. So this is very important condition. Then only you can use all the property related to transversal. Otherwise you cannot use it. Remember very carefully. Now you can see this angle x is divided into two parts. This is one angle, right? And this is another over here. Now if we talk about only these two parallel line, then we can get the value of this angle at least, right? Part of the x. We cannot say half of the x. We don't know, right? So first of all, we'll start with line AB parallel xy. So let's start AB parallel xy. So these two angles are, what kind of angle are they? See, they are between the parallel lines, means they are interior, they are on the same side. So that is IASS, interior angles on same side. So let's write interior angles on same side. Let's write. So what can we write here? Let's name this y. Okay, so we can write y plus 135 is equal to 180 degree. Let's shift y 135 over there. So y is equal to 180 degree minus 135. So 10 minus 5 is 5. 7 minus 3 is what? 4. 1 minus 1 is 0. So y is equal to 45 degree. So upper part, this much angle is what? 45 degree. Similarly, we can get this lower part of x as well. So let's proceed with that. Here we are going to take CD parallel XY. So CD parallel XY. And again we will take IASS. So let's name this part as Z for calculation purpose only. So we can write Z plus 125 is equal to 180 degree. Let's shift 125 over there. So Z is equal to 180 degree minus 125. So Z is equal to 10 minus 5 is 5. 7 minus 2 is 5 as well. So value of Z is 55. This angle is 45. This angle is 55. Now add them up so we get the value of X. Very simple. So let's write X is equal to Y plus Z. So 45 plus 55. Here 5 and 5 0, carry over 1, 5 and 5 again, see 10. Okay, so value of X is what? 100 degree. That's very simple question, but you need to understand. You need to take this line, right? Third parallel line, then only you will be able to do. We use only IASS 2 times to get the value of X, and finally we added them. So let's see. First of all, what we did, 135 plus Y will give you 180 degree IASS. Similarly, we did IASS for these two angles, get the value of Z and add them up. Remember, the most important condition is this. If you take the line XY, you need to mention that XY is parallel to AB and XY is parallel to CD as well, because this is the case of the three lines. So this is how we solve the sum. Let's do one more interesting sum related to parallel lines only. Let's think 2 or 3 lines over here. In the given figure, 2 lines are parallel. Find the value of X. We are supposed to find the value of X over here. So how shall we approach? If you want to give a name for a while, that's good. So let's start A, then B, here C and D. These two lines are parallel. So let's name this here PQ. Let's say P here and Q at this point. Okay, so this point is named, and one more point over here. Let's name it as M. So we have named it because we are going to write the names of the angles. Obviously, we are supposed to name it. So how shall we approach this question? Now, I told you that, okay, see, one angle you can get very easily over here. That is this Z. So this angle you can get very easily, I hope, right? But maybe it will not be any fruitful to get this angle, right? 75 and 75, what will you do? We are not interested in triangle at this moment now, right? So we want to find the value of X. So we have done one question related to this. You got an idea that what I'm trying to talk about. Yes, we need one more parallel line, obviously. So let's draw one more parallel line from X. Okay, and I told you that condition is what? This line should be parallel to this upper line and the lower as well, compulsorily. Then only we will be able to do this question. So let's give it a name. Let's give it a name H and I. So first of all, let's write let HI parallel to AB and another CD parallel HI. These two lines are already parallel. It's given in question. So how shall we approach? Now you know very well that this is one angle that we are going to find and this is the another angle that we are going to find, right? So we are going to find the value of X part wise. Let's name this as Y and the below one as Z. So again, now we will only talk about these two lines first. So let's start with that. That is AB parallel HI, right? We will talk only about this. So this is forming Z over here. See, this is the Z. What kind of angle it is, right? You know very well. That is AIA. So these two angles will be equal. Now this angle is 75 in our case when we talk about first two parallel lines. So what will be the value of this one? That's very simple. That will be 75 as well. So what can I conclude? That value of y will be 75. So let's write over here AIA, right? Alternate interior angles. So we can directly write that y is equal to 75. Done? Very easy to do. Now similarly, can we do with this lower part as well? Think of it and observe. Yes, the figure looks very complicated, though you can try. So this is 50 and this part you want to find, right? So see over here, this line, yes, it is forming Z, right? We have this part and we want to get the value of this part. So this is forming Z, and here the parallel lines are CD and HI. So let's write CD parallel HI, and what's the condition? AIA, alternate interior angles. So we can write Z is equal to what? 50. Done. Now we have the value of y as 75, here 50. Then what's left? Just add these two angles and we are done with this question. Very easy to do, but you need to have proper idea about this question, that how to do it. So let's write the value of x. X is equal to y plus z. So value of y is 75 and here 50. So if you add them up, you are going to get 125 degree. So the value of x is what? That complete angle, this one, that value of x is what? 125 degree. Here we use again the which angle? AIA, alternate interior angle, on the first two lines, parallel lines, and the lower two parallel lines. We divided the angle into two parts, that is y and z. So you get value of y first, value of z plus z afterwards, and finally you add that. So remember, there is no way to get the direct answer over here. The reason behind that I told you, we do not have the common transversal between this and this. In this case we have it, right? But it is not useful to us, right? We try to find, first of all, with the transversal, we were getting 75 angle, this at Q, vertex Q. But we are not able, it's not very helpful and we cannot do anything with that for a while. We are not interested in triangle now, right? So this is how we find the value of the missing angle. Let's start with one more question. We have the figure here. It's given in the question. Let's read the question first. In the given figure, what value of x will make EF parallel CD? EF parallel CD if AB is parallel to CD. So it's given that AB is parallel to CD, and what value shall we take it? So these two lines are also parallel. So first of all, let's start with the line which is given already parallel. So it's given AB parallel CD, right? So I think we can see AIA over here. Z we can see very clearly that like this is the line AB and this is CD. So this angle is 75. So this angle will be 75 as well. So let's mention it, that this angle. Now see, this is where the very confusing part is there, right? This Z. Now there are two lines over here, and which shall I consider for the 65 we have. Which line shall we consider for the 65 angle? See, if you get confused, please draw the Z over there. That will be very, very helpful, right? So this complete angle will be 65. Now, okay, let's mention it, that AB parallel CD, and let's write AIA, alternate interior angle, ABC, angle ABC is equal to angle DCB. DCB. This angle is 65 and let's name this angle as this angle as y, right, and y. So this angle will be 65, complete. Okay, now one more thing over here, that this particular angle 65 is divided into two parts if you see properly, right? It is something like this, that you have line going over here, this is the line, this is 25, and this complete is 65. So what could be the value of this angle? Think of it. What could be the value of this angle that we want to find it, right? So that will be ECD. In that case, okay, we are not talking about lines for a while. Let's find the value of ECD first. Here, what we can write, that BCD, angle BCD is divided into two parts, BCE plus ECD, angle ECD. So BCD complete is 65, we just got the angle. Here BCE, that is 25, and we want to find the angle ECD. Let's shift over that side. So 65 minus 25 is equal to angle ECD. Let's subtract 0 over here and 40. So angle ECD will be what? 40 degree, right? This angle is 40 degree. Now let's just zoom out to this part, otherwise it will be very confusing. That now see where we have reached. This is 25, this is 40, and this is X. Now we want that EF should be parallel to CD. Now if let's suppose that they are already parallel, then first of all, these two angles are between the two lines, means interior angles, and they are also on the same side, so they are IASS, right? So we can write interior angles on same side. For what line? EF parallel CD. Let's write EF parallel CD, and here interior angles on same side, right? That's what we can mention it. So here interior angles on the same side add up to 180 degrees. So let's write over here that X plus 40 degree is equal to 180 degree. Let's shift over that side. So X is equal to 180 degree minus 40. So value of X is 140 degree. Simple it is, but you do need to pay attention that what angle is given, what angle is missing at some point. Because see, this is also one angle, this is also one angle. If you don't pay attention much, you can get confused at some point that what value do I have it and what value do I need to find, right? If you take that, here we have taken X plus 40 degree is equal to 180 degree. If you even by mistake take 65 here instead of 40, you are not going to get the correct answer. You will have an impression that it is correct, but it's not, right? So be clear about that. Whenever you find any angle, try to mention in the figure. It's really good habit. So you come to know that yes, these angles are with me, right? So this is also 40 degree, 25 degree. So when you look at the figure, you get an idea. Yes, you want this two line to be parallel. Okay, these both are the interior angles and they are on same side. So let's apply the IASS and they add up to 180 degree. So this is how we find the missing angle. Let's do one more question related to parallel lines. Here we have figure with us. We need to find the value of X. Let's see, are we missing out anything? AB parallel CD. Okay, so it's given here that AB is parallel CD, right? This is very important condition. We know very well if lines are parallel, then only we can apply the properties. Then only we can get the value of X. That's very simple. So let's start here. How shall we approach? Can we just take that this two corresponding angle 105 is equal to X and we are done with the answer, right? That's very incorrect answer, right? We cannot do that because we need to have the common transversal. Then only we can apply it. Now transversal, if we just take one more parallel line and we come to know for this line CD, it is this, and for line AB, transversal is AE, right? So we don't have a common transversal, so we cannot write x is equal to 105, and if you write it, that's absolutely incorrect. Okay, so let's find the correct solution then, right? We need to take one more line parallel, right? This is the case of the 3 parallel lines. So what we are going to do, we are going to take one line parallel, right? That will be parallel to both of them. Let's take here EM. Let's take EM, right? So let's write let EM such that EM is parallel to CD. CD parallel EM, and another is AB parallel EM, right? This is the line we have taken. Okay, so nice, nothing to worry about. Now what to do with that one? See, basic idea we want to start with. First of all, let's talk about only these 2 parallel lines, right? This angle I'm taking as Y. Be careful, I'm taking only this angle as Y, right? X is still there. We are not changing the position of the X, right? It is going to be still there, X only. Now, if we talk about the 2 lines AB parallel EM, let's start with that. AB parallel EM. Okay, that being said, now this line and this line are parallel. Now if you see, it is making C somewhere over here. C, right? Standing upside down kind of. Generally we are used to with this kind of C, but here we have vertical situation, vertical parallel lines. So in that case, we can say that these 2 angles are what? IASS, interior angles on same side. So let's write interior angles on same side, right? Okay, now if I add those angles, what I'm going to get? 180. So let's write here 105 plus, okay, again we need to be attentive over here. Will I just write only 25 or 5 or only 5? See, both of them is incorrect. I need to write 25 plus y because I'm interested in this complete angle, right? We need to take the common transversal. There is only one common transversal between these 2 lines, which is AE. So this angle I am supposed to take over here, that is comprises of 25 degree along with y. So 25 plus y is equal to 180 degree. Let's shift over that side. So y is equal to 180 degree minus 105 minus 25. So if we subtract this, we get 75 degree minus 25. And if we subtract further, we get answer as 50 degrees. So that is the value of y, right? So y is equal to 50 degree. We get y is equal to 50, but that's not the answer still, right? We still need to find the value of x. Now, what we did with these 2 parallel lines, this AB and EM, same we are going to do with parallel lines CD and ME. That's what we are going to do, right? So how it is looking right now, you have X over here, and for this one, the parallel, the common transversal is CE. There are only 2 angles which are touching line C. One is X, another is Y. Now value of Y is what? 50 degree. So this is 50 degree and this is X. So if we talk about IASS, right, I will be adding them and I will be getting 180 degree. The same I have done over here. So let's write parallel line CD and EM. So let's write CD parallel EM and IASS, interior angles on same side. Now if I add them, what I supposed to get? 180 degree. X plus, what is the value of Y? That is 50 degree is equal to 180 degree. Let's shift 50 over that side. So X is equal to 180 degree minus 50 degree. So value of x is 130 degree. This is our final answer, right? Y was just helping us to get the correct answer. It was an important step though. Without that, it's not at all possible. So let's recall what we did. We had these two parallel lines. We have taken one more line parallel to both of them. First of all, we started with parallel line AB and ME, right? So we have taken the concept of interior angle on same side. Means that if you add 105 and this two angle, remember the transversal, 105 plus 25 plus y is equal to 180 degree. You get the value of y over here, that is 50. Now the same we are going to do with these two parallel line DC and ME, right? So this is x and this is only 50. So if you add them up, you are going to get 180 degree. So you solve the equation and you get the value of x, that is 130 degree. So this is how we find the value of x. Let's discuss one more question related to parallel lines and the triangles. Let's start with the question. We have the figure in the question, so we are not supposed to construct it. It's already given. In the given figure, AB parallel CD. So very important condition, AB parallel CD. So whenever parallel lines are given, remember we are supposed to use its properties and angles related to that. So one angle is 72, another is 40, and we need to find this missing angle. Very interesting question only. It depends on you that how you are solving it. There are many ways to solve the problem. I told you so many times. It depends on you how you solve it. So if you want to find this angle, and if we consider this triangle CEF, then we should be having at least two angles with us. Then only we can get the value of this missing angle. So how to get it? Either you get this angle somehow, or either you get this angle somehow. Any of this angle we want it, right? Try to reduce your number of steps when you do this kind of questions. I've told you many times, right? Try to reduce it. The more you use your brain, less step you are supposed to do it. Less you use it, more step. Inverse relation it is, right? Okay, so how can we do this one? See, I want to reduce the number of steps, obviously, right? So what I will be doing, first of all, I will be using this parallel line condition. I tell you the reason behind that. So this is making F, right? F means what? Corresponding angles. So these two angles are equal. So let's mention corresponding angles. So we can write BAC, angle BAC is equal to, what is the name of this angle? DCE. Let's write DCE. This value is 72 degrees. So angle DCE is what? 72 degree. So we have this angle 72 degree. Now let's do very interesting topic here, interesting theorem here we know very well, that is exterior angle theorem. Now what will I do? 72 and 40 and this missing angle x. So let's talk about triangle CEF. CEF, and we are going to use exterior angle theorem, right? Exterior angle theorem. It says what? That sum of two interior angle is equal to opposite, right? Exterior opposite angle, right? So we can write here that if we take 72 as the exterior angle, remember this 72 I'm taking as the exterior angle. So what are the opposite interior angles? That is 40 degree, and let's say this angle as the x. So we can write here 40 degree plus x. Let's shift over that side. So 72 degree minus 40 degree is equal to x. So let's subtract here 2 and here 3. So that's the value of the x. So This is the, I believe I have done my best to do with the minimum number of steps, 2 theorem and sum is done. So let's say if you want to find this angle, if you want to find, let's say this angle, this also you can find it with the help of what? IASS instead of corresponding angle, right? Then vertically opposite angle you can do. So this angle will be equal. Then angle sum property, right? So it will increase the number of steps. Yes, first you use IASS, right? Then you use VOA. Then you are going to apply the angle sum property. So 3 steps we are able to do this in the 2 steps, right? Minimum 2 steps will come, depends that sometimes 3 steps are also compulsory, right? So it depends on the what property are you using it. If you are not good at exterior angle theorem, then you can get this angle as well, subtracting from 180, right? It doesn't make any sense to even get this because exterior angle gives you an answer in a quicker way than any other way, any other method, right? So this is how we find the missing angle when we have again the triangle in the case of the parallel lines.